This is A02-Race, the second track in the Trackmania Nations Forever campaign. When you look at the track doesn't look really interesting. Only 3 turns on dirt blocks. But actually, this track actually hides some secrets to set good times in the track. And on this video, I'm gonna tell you the history of the track and how players found tricks to improve their times further and further. This is the first time uploaded on a track on the first day the game was released. This time is a 16.09 by Silk. On this first record, Silk already had a strategy, trying to go a bit to the right so you get a better and faster turn, because if you want to straighten your car or going in your left, you will lose time. This is a comparison between if you go straight and if you go right. As you can see, there's a big difference. This trick was improved by Diehard the same day. Instead of doing just a little turn, he turned to the top right before the transition to the dirt block. Thanks to it, he set a time of 15.98, the first record to break the 15-second barrier. By the way, the hype for A2 didn't stop, and to finish, the last new record in the same day was a 15.91 by Marvin. If you have seen the replays, you might think it's easy to get a good time, but actually, there's things that can happen in a track. Landing bugs. Sometimes, for some reason on dirt blocks, if you land after a jump, a bug can happen. A bug that will be called landing bug. The landing makes the car losing speed and going into another position automatically. Landing bug can happen to everyone since it's absolutely random, and sometimes you have to pray to not get one, especially if you get the best start ever. And also, you don't have to drive on the border of dirt blocks. If you drive on the borders, your car will clip, as you can see in the video. Now that most of Trackmania players have learned the basics of the track, the goal for the next days is to beat Marvin's record, and it will take less than 24 hours. And on the next day, Malay set a time of 15.85. That's a big improvement for a track as short and simple as A02-Race. You might be thinking it's maxed. Trust me, it's far from being maxed. And on the 20th of April 2008, Mario set a time of 15.76, a big improvement from Malay's record. And this record will stay unbeaten for some months. It will take 4 months to improve Mario's record by only 100th, when Epsi set a time of 15.75. And then, to conclude this year, Clue2 set a time of 15.17. This time was quite solid, and some thought it was not far from being maxed. To set his new record, Clue2 had a new strategy. Instead of going straight on a jump, he went a bit to the left and he slightly turned his car to the right. Thanks to it, he didn't have to start turning on a dirt turn, and he had a very good turn that made him gain time. This was the comparison between Clue2 and Epsi. 2008 came and went, and then 2009 came, and Clue2's record would continue to stay unbeaten, but 2 players were able to equal it. But then, on May of 2009, William set a new record, but they had some controversies about his record. The exact date of his record is actually unknown since, for some reason, the Trackmania Exchange moderators thought that William hacked his new record, and so it was removed. We will never know why they thought this, and a long discussion appeared on the comment section on the track, with William claiming that his record was 100% legit. But then, after this long discussion, on the 11th of May 2009, Williams' record was back after he was finally known as legit. He set a time of 15.66. But the fight for the new record didn't stop. On the 23rd of September, Alex set a time of 15.63, and on the 2nd of October, Barry set a time of 15.61. But you might like, how replays that look the same can be that similar. Let me explain you why. Have you saw the green car going ahead of the Russian car? But what actually happened? Well, actually, if you are faster than 200 km an hour, if you are either moving or wiggling your car, for some reason, your car will gain speed. And also, if you play with a wheel or a controller, you can make a smoother and a faster turn at the start. If you do your best, this can save some precious hundreds. This is a comparison between Marvin, a keyboard player, and William, a controller player. And also, you have to mind about the gear changes. The car's engine does have 5 gears, but the 4 first ones are the most important ones in this track. You have to know, the car goes to the second gear at 101 km an hour, to the third gear at 163 km an hour, and to the fourth gear at 235 km an hour. Keep control of your car, and make sure you don't turn when you are about to shift gear. If so, you will lose time. That's also how people were able to make faster times, but it's not over yet. On the 4th of February 2010, William made this time, a 15.60. This time was quite solid because William took some good lines and had a very nice landing. This will be the only record of 2010, and it took nearly 2 years before Race Hans took the world record back with a time of 15.57 on the 16th of December 2011. How did Race Hans got that time? Well, actually, if you look closer, you can see Race Hans wiggling his car. As I said, if you wiggle your car at a speed faster than 200 km an hour, it makes you gain speed. Even though Race Hans was slower than William, thanks to the wiggling, he overtook William at the end of the track. Now that the trick was known, the German player Wirtual came on the hunting, and on the 24th of December 2011, he set a time of 15.56. But Wirtual's record would only stand for less than 24 hours because Race Hans quickly came back to the track and set a time of 15.53 the very next day. This record would stay unbeaten for a long time, unlike the other records, and even on the comment section of the track, people didn't expect new records coming on A2. 2012 and 2013 came and went, as some could have thought that Race's record might stand forever unbeaten. By the way, a guy called CTR said a time lower than 15.50 was possible, but he didn't upload it any time on the track. Never say that something is impossible, because on the 7th of July 2014, Alien set a time of 15.52. When Alien set his record, people were surprised, and more were convinced that a time below 15.50 was finally possible. But 3 months later, Race Hans came back on the track and set a time of 15.50. The objective of a time below 15.50 was not far away, but this record will also stay unbeaten for a very long time. But for the next years, the gameplay on the track will change drastically, because a new trick was discovered and will change the way A02 was played, and people were blown away. On the 12th of February 2017, a YouTuber and Trackmania player named Rollin uploaded this video on YouTube named A02-Race Demolition. In this video, Rollin said he made a new PB using a new trick on the track. Here is the replay, uploaded the same day. Here is the explanation. To do this, you have to put your car at the top right of the uphill. Then do a quick left-right turn before the jump. And then, if you have the right angle, you can land on the border of the turn and it gives you a very nice speed boost. Unfortunately, Rollin didn't beat Race Hans' time. By the way, Rollin said that a time like 15.48 was possible with a pedestal. But Rollin wasn't done yet, and on the 17th of May 2017, he uploaded a new video on YouTube, World Record Hunting A02-Race. He was determined to have the world record, and on the same day, he got this run. (15.48) by Rollin, 200ths of a second faster than Race Hans. On his run, Rollin had another and faster approach on the boulder and so a bigger speed boost so he could overtake Race Hans. But actually, it's not over yet. Because on the 27th of December 2018, the player Alien came back to the track after all of these years and did the unthinkable when he got this sick run. (15.44), 300ths of a second faster than Rollin, and this record is the current record that is still standing today. Only Link got a time of 15.47 on the 8th of October 2020. It is actually crazy to think that the world record has improved by 47 hundredths of a second from the very first day to the current world record, from 15.91 to 15.44 now. By the way, Alien is also convinced that a time below 15.40 is possible, but still no one seems to be ready to hunt this track now. And so, this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. It's my first Trackmania history video, so if you want me to improve something, tell me in the comments and I'll see you in the next video.